everyone, it's Sammy from Sammy's Sweet Life, and today is a plan with me, and I'm going to show you guys some progress and my travel stuff. So first up, I had pins all over my desk. I had to move stuff aside because I am setting up a pin swatches book, and I'm just using this little A5 sized notebook from MAKSELIFE. This is their old style notebooks. The new ones are a little bit different, but I just made a little swatch book page, started swatching things, and I did the headers with the Moxie stencil bookmark right there, and really liked how that turned out. I'm working on setting up all of the different pens and things, so going through everything. There's a random bucket of pens. I put all of the Erin Condren new marker variety pack things together. So these are the Inspire and the Wildflowers sets. So there's 12 in each set, 6 colors. They come with the dual tip marker and also chiseled tip highlighter. So I've got all of those in there. They fit really nicely. This one's by Kit Life. I have this that I usually have chock full of stickers, you know, but I put pins in it because the stickers came with me on my travels. So I ended up getting this made a long time ago from an Etsy shop owner. I really loved this. I ended up buying it from her and doing a giveaway with her a long time ago. It's got 2 zipper compartments, so a smaller one here and then a little pocket and then the bigger zipper compartment. I ended up stuffing the plenty pack in the smaller compartments. This is all my favorite pens. I took this whole stack of stuff with me. We traveled to Dallas this weekend for Olivia's last dance competition. She did great. I'll insert some pictures. I'm super proud of how she handled herself this whole season. Just grew so much as a dancer. But I ended up taking planner stuff with me because she goes to bed and I usually have time to do some stuff. So I've got the little planning pack. I've got the bigger zip thing that I have from a long time ago. And this one is full of stuff. It's got actually the planner that I plan on using for this week, which is kind of why this is sort of relevant. And I also have the multi-liners. I want to test these ones out. These are the focused assorted multi-liners from Erin Condren. They're new. It's got all the different tips on it. And I want to test this out on the Tomoe River paper because I haven't done so yet. And then I have all of my giant thing of stickers in here. There you go. There's the giant thing of stickers. I did get the June kit, so I have to sticker up a little bit of June, which I'll probably do today. This is my last month in the Sterling Ink Common Planner, but I've got all of my sticker things that go generally in this bin, but now there's pins underneath it. So that's empty for now. This is part of me planning for this week, is just unloading everything. So that's going to be something we work on. And then the planner zip folio from Erin Condren did really well, like surprisingly well. I could just throw this in the dance bag and take it back and forth with me. All right, lighting terrible, but I got both things in there. This is the big giant dance bag and suitcase that are coming with us. Got the Erin Condren folio and then a little zipper of stickers and other goodness in there. I carried this thing just how it is set up right now. I carried it back and forth between dances. We'd go sit in the audience, we'd go backstage, we'd go to the dressing room. It's lots of walking around and being certain places at certain times. So it's just something great that I could have with me. Now, the deal is, did not use this at all except just the schedule. I ended up taping the schedule in here. I ended up having a packing list on a different thing on Thursday, so I didn't end up using this one, but I had this in here, and this one was good because I could just flip and see the other times too. So I had it in here, used that. It was very helpful. The rest of it I didn't very much touch. I just used a few things for my content planner, which was stuffed in my laptop bag. So I had my laptop, my content planner, this little setup that I just showed you, and that was it. So I didn't end up using this. This one actually starts in July, which is right there. So I will end up using this one, and it's an hourly, and I feel like this is going to be my dedicated planner after July. I just really love the lines, and stickers can fit in this. It's going to be fun. I really like this whole planner, so I will work on this, but I'm not so sure that the planner folio is something I'm going to keep my planner in when I'm at home, since I'm a stay-at-home mom. I don't go to an office or anything. I find that it's overkill for that, but for traveling it was excellent. So I'm changing my tune about it. It didn't seem too much of a hassle to like fold it over. My initial review is it's a pain in the butt to like squish it down, but it seemed to work fine when I'm opening and closing it in practice. I got all of my favorite ones. I got like pink and tealy colored ones that go with this color scheme. I also have the printout of the whole schedule right there that I could refer to as needed. And then I've got this, which I never ended up opening, came free as a launch day gift. But yeah, I really like it. I thought it worked great. I love, love, love this planner. I can't wait for my July ones to come because then I will start stickering up July in here. Just add a few stickers here and there. And I was planning on possibly going ahead and writing in some of our main things in the summertime so that this is already filled out for July and August, like, you know, first day of school, summer camps, preschool days, vacation days, things like that will all end up in here. But I'm not going to do that for you guys ahead of time just for privacy's sake. But I plan on doing that at some point this week probably because I really want to just start using this one. Alrighty, so that covers everything about that. I'm going to get my inner gel cleaner because we are going to write in the Tomoe River paper planner, but I'm actually not going to do my pen swatches in this. For now, I'm just keeping all of this stuff contained in here. So we'll use that as needed, but I'm going to end up doing my pen testing in my Japanese practice Sterling Ink Common Planner. So this is the one I do my Japanese practice in. Do a lot of writing practice, but I did all of my pen testing in here so far. I've got all my things that I've used and tested out in here. So test out Copics, test out inks, test out lots of different pens that I purchased specifically for this planner paper. Okay, so we'll just flip to the same page and start doing some pen testing down here, and then I will probably test it with a couple of highlighters, even though highlighters don't tend to work the greatest on here. And then when I was pen testing these, like really quick in the Erin Condren launch day party time, I didn't notice that the pen sizes are actually on here. So they're actually on here. So I'm going to flip to the back, see what's the first one. It's this one. Okay, 0.2, which is very thin. Okay, so there's 0.2. I'm just squiggling, writing with it. It seems really small for me, and actually writing down here is hard for me because there's the bump of that. I've seen people do this sort of hack, like set a planner there so it's not as steep of a lump there. So here's 0.4. Honestly, I can't really tell the difference between those two. I just can't tell anything different. Then we've got 0.6, that's 0.8. 0.6 is next. The best so far. I like thick, bold lines. We've got 0.8. 1. It's a big chunky one. And then this is the brush pen. I told you I could get some pretty thick strokes here. Not quite so much thin, but I can get really thick lines with that. Okay, so there's the brush pen, and let's see that. Yeah, look at that. That's good. No bleed through, just ghosting, but you get ghosting on any pen with this paper. So very good. No bleed through with those, so they can definitely be used in the Tomoe River paper. This is still wet. These were still wet a tiny bit, like right at the dot part. So they have to have a minute to dry, which is pretty typical of this paper to begin with. But there's what they look like. Let's just try to highlight a little bit. I don't know that any of this is gonna be highlight worthy. Yeah, it's smearing with highlighter. So I assume most things are gonna smear with highlighter. What I tend to do when I'm highlighting something is I put the highlighter down first in this kind of paper, let it dry, then write over it. So that's something you'd have to do with these two. Highlighters are juicy and they will definitely take the ink off the top of the paper. So as far as pen testing, I think it's pretty good. So is it dry? Yeah, now it's dry. So it just takes a minute to dry. And I like the way that the brush pens like sit on top of the paper. They look like matte finish. I don't know if you guys can see, but it leaves like a different look to the actual paper. I really like the way the brush pens do on the Tomoe River paper. So those are good. I think I might end up trying out that 0.6. So this is actually a dated planner for 2023. So I did end up going ahead and setting up my week in the correct month. Here's 5 to 6. So here's the week that I'm using. This is actually Monday the 8th today through Sunday. So I'm going to write in this like rectangle sections divided by a midline, which is very helpful if you want to do something. Same with these big columns. So this is actually today. I don't know that I'm going to use much of the time blocking. Stella does have preschool this morning, so I will end up maybe time blocking a little bit, but then I think I just need a to-do list. So I'll probably use these more for like to-do listing type things or journaling type things, or I could do a thing where I split this up into 2 sections. So I don't exactly know what I would do long term with this, as if I were to use this every week. I'm thinking about switching into this one because I love this one. This is the Take a Note planner, by the way. I just think it's beautiful. This one sells out really fast, so definitely keep your eye on their website. I'll link to it down below. This is a Taiwan company, so it's based in Taiwan. I did end up paying shipping from Taiwan, which is not too bad, but I love this planner. This is one of my favorite layouts of all the planners. I really was just like drooling over this one. And yeah, really, really like it. So I'm gonna write in, I think what I wanna do is do my weekly overview on this side and then a top to-do list on this side, and then use this for randomness this week. I got really deep into Stardew Valley, the video game, and I love it. I have to write notes here and there, so I might end up using some of this for note-taking for that. I might use it for time blocking. I might use it for journaling. I don't know. It's just gonna be like as you go for this week. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this one in the point 6, and we're gonna write in the schedule. Johnny is at a conference this week. It is in downtown Austin, so he's just coming back and forth, but he's out of the house all week this week, which is very unusual. He's been working from home. So I'm just gonna write in conference that he left bright and early this morning. The kids and I are flying solo for all the after school activities and everything this week. So he's at a conference. Then we also have dance and softball practice today. And then tomorrow we've got dance. I'm checking the schedule here. And then Stella goes to the dentist tomorrow too. Also preschool today. Dance and preschool next day. And like, where's the line for the next day? Right here, okay. And then Thursday, we've got more dance. Nothing Friday, and then Saturday we've got, both girls have games. So hers is technically called Wee Ball. And then Olivia has dance evaluations. That's not for the little ones, so Stella doesn't have to worry. And then Sunday, we are free. That happens to be Mother's Day. So that's good. I'm going to go ahead and do dot pinning. Let's see, what color dot pin do we want? The dusty blue will look good with the blue that's going in here. What I did there. I squished the paper, I think, in my travels. It's got a little dent in it. Highlight the top 3 spots. 1, 2, 3. And then the rest can be random to-dos. Oh no, is it 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's 6. It's very light. I'm just dot pinning the top 3. So those will be like my top 3 of the day. And I could have spaced it out, but then I want more room for some to-do lists if I need more room. I'm gonna be very light with everything this week because I feel like after traveling, I need some recovery time. So it's going to be very light chores and to-do list things. Nothing super extra or anything. Just getting the basic stuff done. Especially because he's going to be gone all day, like from very early to probably through dinner time. Like it's with his travel time from downtown, he's going to get home late. So it's going to be a kind of a rough flying solo week. And I'm also recovering from the dance excitement this weekend. It was so fun. I'm so happy that she found something that she loves so much. And let me tell you, I'm gonna brag on this girl. She won a first place in her category, which was awesome. She got a really good score on her solo dance. And then also their group dances scored really well. And I was really, really proud of her growth this year. And the thing is, we danced all weekend. She danced all weekend. I was just there as support, but she danced all weekend, and then within like 10 minutes of us coming home, she has to do a bar strength class. Like she's like, I want to get stronger. I need to do this bar class. She did that. And then we went out to eat because I wasn't going to cook tonight. Like I drove 4 hours from Dallas. I wasn't going to cook that night. And we went out to eat, and at the restaurant, it's just like a really casual hamburger place. We ate. We were like the only people left at the end. And that girl was dancing in the restaurant. Like got up and danced in like the big open space. I could not believe it. I was like, girl, you danced all weekend. Like she's dancing around with her friends. They're practicing their dances. They go up on stage, do their dances. and she came home, still wanted to do strength training, and she was dancing all over the place. Like, I'm so proud of her, but also I can't believe how much she really just truly loves dance. Like, this girl eats, drinks, sleeps this dance life. So I'm just proud of her and amazed by her. And there you go, there's my bragging. I don't have the pro pictures yet from this competition, but hopefully I'll have them by the time this video goes up so I can put a few in here because they were beautiful. I previewed them before I bought them and I cannot wait to get them back. And you can definitely if you want to see more dance things or more like real life stuff, I post to Instagram. So that's where you can find me. I don't have other social medias, but you can check down below, and I try my best to keep that updated semi-regularly. But anyway, there's what that looks like. No room for stickers, you know, on here, but this will have stickers. I'm thinking I could do like a mix between journaling, reflecting on the day, time blocking, that type of thing. And since today is Monday, let's get back to this. I'm going to highlight the hours that Stella is in preschool. The one thing about this is it is a 24-hour clock. So it goes from 8 all the way down to 24 and then starts back at 1, 2, 3. So you can go through there. And it is room for a 24-hour time, but it starts at 6 and ends at 3 down there. That would be 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. So you have more room. You could fill out the whole 24 hours if you want to. I'm totally not going to do that. I just really want to highlight the hours that she is gone. Let's see, what color? These are all like pink aqua colors, and I just put that aqua mild liner away. I've got aquas and pinks because these are the same colors that go with that May kit. These guys, which I will need. Right here, the main thing is laundry and unpacking. I just put the bags in the house and then I have to do laundry. And then for this, I'm just gonna highlight what time she's not here. I gotta take her at 9. So those are my really child-free times. And then I can do AM routine stuff here, kids activities, dinner, and then probably like notes and stuff down at the bottom because I'm not going to really time block the whole thing, but I'm going to be filming during this time and I've got to edit I think one video for this week, and that's it for this, and that's what it's going to look like. I do want to add a few stickers here and there. Where's my kit goodness? 2 sets of stuff. I bought pretty much everything in the whole collection. There's room like to add stickers on some of this. I kind of want to do these just kind of as I go for that part, and then add like stickers up at the top. See what I can come up with here. Use that little planner, which is super cute. I love the little doodly stickers that they have. Pretty much any of her artwork and stuff is just my absolute favorite. I love the little cartooniness of the doodles. So cute with the little doggies. And then this one also can go here because I'm going to be relaxing this morning before I get Stella up here soon. And let's see, what do we want to put over here? Maybe one of the bigger stickers over there. I think that's how I'm gonna leave it for now. I feel like that was plenty of doing a little bit of planning. I like the way that the color scheme is in this because a lot of this is pinks and aquas and the little like brownish color for the coffee. It's really pretty. So that's how I'm gonna leave this, and I'll work on this as I go a little bit. I don't know necessarily if I'm gonna be like writing journaling style how my day went, and then maybe time block this section and then journal style the rest of the day, but I like the idea of adding the stickers as I go and making it cutesy here and there, but that's super functional. Like this really can keep me on track. I love having just like a dedicated top list, so I really focus in on what things need to be done. And yeah, this shows us what's going on every day. So I think this one's gonna be a winner. I really, really love this planner. Oh, by the way, I wanna show you guys a picture. If you have seen, I have this picture. I was looking for a specific picture from my childhood and I could not find it. I asked my mom to look for it, but then I came across this one. I'm gonna cover up my cousins. But if you have seen any of my pictures of Stella, that's me. And Stella's like my clone. I just couldn't believe when I pulled this out how much she looks like me. So there's a look at me when I was a little girl. And yeah, Stella is totally my clone. So there you go. And I think that's gonna wrap it up for today. I hope you guys liked this style. It was just very casual, just getting back into it, and I love how this turned out. I'll work on this throughout the week and you'll get to see it in my video next week. Oh, before we go, let's talk about how last week went. I did end up repurposing. I stole the covers off of this planner for another planner. There it is, okay. Totally loved this. Loved this. I would love it if this one came with lines, like just like very light lines. Like this section has lines, the rest of it didn't, and then we left Friday, so it didn't really do anything on there, but I really, really liked the way this one turned out. I would not stick with this like a full year just because it doesn't have lines. That really throws me off. I love being able to use the 1.5-inch column stickers, which they'll go in that Erin Condren wildflowers as well, but that one has lines, so I find that's very helpful. But I took the cover off of this one. I stole it for something, but I really had fun with that one. And that's it. I hope you guys liked it. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, happy planning, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye. All right, I'm inserting this back in. I was going ahead and taking the pens out so I could get my caddy ready, and I ended up needing to mark my page, so I ended up grabbing this page flag that's from Erin Condren. It's got a little to-do list on it, so I thought my weekly to-dos could go here, and I could have spread these out a little bit better, but that's a great little list I have going, and it matches the week stuff.